Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the Plasmaglow Fire and Ice LED tailgate light bar on this 1999 F-250. Alright guys, you can see here it comes with everything you need to get this on the truck. Comes with your ballast already hooked up to allow you to plug this right into your 4-pin trailer connector. Also it has your reverse light wire so you can run that in, and we're going to show you how to do all that here in just a minute. And also your instructions, and let's get this on the truck. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need a screwdriver because what we're going to do is we're going to pull this tailgate off the truck, which is going to make it a lot easier for us to do that. And in order to get the tailgate off, what we have is we have our clips for our cables that hold our tailgate up, and we just need to take that, the screwdriver, just to lift that up so that way we can slide that off of the post that holds it, just simply like so, and that'll take that off. And since this is an older truck, the one on this side is broken off, so we don't need to worry about it, so we can just take it loose. And then we'll just grab the tailgate, and then we'll set it off to the side. The next thing we want to do after we have the tailgate off is go ahead and make sure this is all cleaned up with some soap and water, and then after that make sure it's dry. Take something like isopropyl alcohol, which is common rubbing alcohol you can buy at your local drugstore for less than $1 a bottle, and just clean it up real good so that way we've got a good spot for our tape to stick to, and that way we know it's not going to come off. So we'll go ahead and clean this up now. With the tailgate off of here, it's going to make this a little easier to put that on, but it's also going to be a little trickier because we want to make sure we get it in the right spot. So a good way to judge that is you can see the lip here on your bumper cover. You want to put your light bar just above that lip, and that's going to give it the space it needs to be under the tailgate when the tailgate's back on and above this. So we're going to get our light bar, we're going to pre-fit it on here, and then get ready to start attaching it. We're ready to put our LED tailgate light bar on our truck, but there's one important aspect that we got to make sure we get right, and that is to make sure which one of these is right and left. The easiest way to tell is if you hold the box up and it's facing towards you, you have 2 wires coming out of it. If you're holding it just like this side will be your right side. It's obviously coming out the right, and this one out of the left. So that's going to tell us which one goes where. So now we're ready to get this onto the truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the light bar here, and we're just going to make sure that we center it on. And the easiest way to do that is to center things up here with your bumper, so that way it kind of gives you an idea of where you're at for center wise. So if we center this up right here, we know that this right spot right here is going to be the center of our truck. So what we want to do then is take our light strip or our light bar and make sure that we've got enough room that it's going to fit, and it is. So looking at that, we have right about 1 inch from the side over there, so that's going to let us know where to start. Peel the tape off of our strip here, and don't peel it all off all at one time, guys, because it's going to create issues for putting it onto the truck. You'll get this thing all over the place, and it'll just create a headache for you. So what I've done then is I've taken a flat piece of metal such as a license plate and laid it up here across. Remember I was telling you about the ridge on the bumper? We're going to lay that across flat, and that's going to give us the location of where we want to set our strip. So we're going to put our strip right even on top of that license plate that we have here. And that's just going to give us a good guide as to where to set this to make sure that it's going to show up out from underneath the tailgate of the truck and not be below the line of the bumper. Okay, perfect. So once we got this side on, then we can go ahead and just give it a little good push down, and that's going to get the tape to set real good on there so that it doesn't come off. And we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side the same way as we just did this one. All right, now that we've got that in place, the next thing we want to do is find a nice location for our box. And what I'm going to do with that is you can do this one of two things. You can either screw this on, or you can put some double-sided tape on it and attach it as well. And what I'm going to do with that then is I'm actually going to double-sided tape this onto here, so that way if we ever need to take it off again for anything, we can, and we won't have extra holes in the truck. So I'm going to clean up the back side of this plate right here and attach this to the back side, so that way it's not out here where it will interfere with the tailgate operation and function. So I'll get that and we'll show you how to hook the rest of it up. All right, so we've got our control box put up underneath the back of there, so it's not going to be hanging down in the way. So then we have our 4-pin connector, which we can just plug this right into our trailer connector. Now, if a person really wanted to, you could take that off and you could hardwire all this stuff in, but that's a lot of work and it's unnecessary. So we got that, and also here we have our backup light or reverse light, depending on what you want to call it. And what we have to do with this is we have to wire this into our tail light. So I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to run it up underneath the underside of the truck here on the back of the box and bring it over here to where we can hook it into our tail light. So let's get all that done. I'll get the tail light out and we'll get this ready to go. All right guys, so what we did then is we took our reverse light wire, which is that white wire, ran it up underneath the body of the truck and up through the wiring holes in the bottom where our taillight goes in, and find the wire that is the hot wire that turns on the backup light. On this particular truck, it is the black one with the white stripe. So then we take a Scotch lock and we just add the Scotch lock in, put it together, and hook that wire in, and that gets our reverse lights all set up and ready to go. So all we have to do now then is put this tail light back in, put tailgate back on, and plug that thing in and show you guys how awesome it looks. So we've got our light bar all hooked up, we've got our wire ran, we've got it all tagged up nice and neat up underneath the truck. So the only thing left to do then is just go ahead and take our 4-way connector and plug it in to our trailer connector right here. And it's all ready to go. So there you go guys, that's how quick, simple, and easy it is to install the Plasmaglow LED tailgate light bar onto your truck. So remember, until next time, happy motoring.